This is Founders Frequency on indigomusic.com. This evening, I'm in conversation with Ms. Samhita, founding CEO of Resilience AI. Thank you so much for joining me, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Adarsh, for having me.
Let's begin with talking a bit about your journey. You hail from the northeastern part of India, where monsoons generally, sometimes, at least mostly, create havoc for lives, property, and businesses. Was this the motivating factor behind Resilience AI, or was it something else? Let's talk about your journey for a bit.
Of course, your roots is a huge motivating factor. I mean, my life in Northeast, my early days in Northeast has a huge relevance for how we are shaping Resilience AI, but also a group of people who are like-minded has also contributed and enabled. A friend, Dr. Anshu from Seeds, who is also the co-founder of Seeds, he contributed to shaping this journey. Sandeep Reddy, who is my co-founder, who is from Guntur and has a very similar experience, he has shaped this. Our chairperson, Praveen, who is right now in the US, but has his roots from India, from Chennai. Every time cyclone happens, the airport is struggling. He shaped. So we are a group of people who have come together and given up what we had as the luxury of CXO jobs to do something more meaningful, because someone has to solve natural disasters and we are solving it.
Right. Okay. So when you're talking about solving natural disasters or helping people stuck in natural disasters, how does Resilience AI doing this? It's a disaster management tool for businesses and governments. Please tell us a little bit about what it does and how.
So when you think of natural disasters, we always think of natural disaster as a risk. What we are trying to say is natural disaster has to transition from risk to decision making. How do you take decisions? You take decisions by using a system. It has to be a systemic effort. For example, if you use an SAP for your enterprise resource planning, you're taking a decision about your financial governance. You're no longer treating financial risk as just a risk. Take
Right.
the same analogy for something like disaster. So disaster management system is what we have built. Very simple plug and play. You have a login and password and you can do 4 things in a loop. You can determine your risk at any hyper local level. For example, where you're sitting right now, give us the latitude, longitude. We will give you the risk in 30 minutes for any type of hazard or the natural disaster event that you're thinking of. Also, it doesn't stop at your asset level. Give us your business account and we will tell you how much is the financial exposure to your business if
Right.
tomorrow any of these events are happening. So we don't wait for disasters to happen. We are telling you what decisions you need to take by determining the risk, by planning for it, by taking actions in the same tool, and finally closing the loop with scaling. You can scale it all over the world, with all over the world assets and with all over the world businesses or cities, wherever your jurisdiction or administrative power is to solve natural disasters.
Right. Okay. Let's also talk about your experience at TiE Bangalore's Women Global Pitch 2025. You were the runner-up in the event. First of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And how was the experience, and how was it winning the Bangalore edition of TiE Women Global Pitch 2025?
Experience was very soulful. That's
Mm.
the word that comes. I mean, the entire team has been very helpful. A bunch of people who are driven by purpose and not just by, and the purpose is not just woman rising. What I felt was absolutely relatable to me was it was a purpose of impact. People who are thinking about solving real world problems, but are thinking about solving it, keeping capitalism in mind. It
Right.
is always said that there is a lot of good in impact, but consider winning good with profit. It makes it even better. It makes it scalable because then you're no longer just doing projects. You're doing things, building a company. So for me, TiE Bangalore was a very soulful building a company and an ecosystem of absolutely passionate people who came together and brought us together.
Right. Thank you so much for joining me, Ms. Samhita, and sharing all the thoughts and giving us information about what Resilience AI does. If someone has to get in touch with you, how do they do it?
They just write to Samhita at resilience360.ai or partnership at resilience360.ai.
Thanks so much for joining me and have a nice evening.
Thank you so much, Adarsh.